Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this episode of the REC Podcast, brought to you by REC Comics and Collectibles. I'm your host, Roman Chavez, and with me, as always,
Erik Icarus.
Eric. We are going into space.
Yeah?
Yes, we landed on the moon.
I don't know about that.
Well, all right, that's definitely the topic for another show. And we're already off track, guys. Already, 25 seconds in.
It's my superpower. I can't help it.
You're the best. You're the best. Okay, anyway, Star Trek Picard is coming out on CBS All Access. It's another trailer that came out during this year's San Diego Comic-Con. I didn't know where it fit, and we should have just talked about it in another episode, but I think we're just going to talk... I think Picard, Jean-Luc Picard.
He deserves his own episode.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
So here we go. I showed Eric the trailer before this show.
Yes.
He hadn't seen it yet. It flew under his nerdy radar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say you're a casual Star Trek fan.
And especially Next Generation.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
So Picard has already got you.
Pretty much all I
peaked.
know is Picard.
Okay.
Little
okay.
Cisco.
Yeah.
That's about it, man.
Thong song. I get it. In the bunch.
Oh my god. But yes, dude, when you told me this, I was like, I didn't believe it. Mm-hmm. Initially I thought it was going to be an animated show for some reason, because I didn't think Patrick Stewart would do it.
Yeah.
And then seeing him, mind blown.
Oh, wait, right off the bat, just seeing him. I would label myself as more than a casual fan.
Yes.
In the same realm, like, hold on to your butts, kids. I think I like Star Trek more than I like Star Wars.
I do too.
And, that's not super popular with the people who like both, but I just think it's a better product.
It's held up better than Star Wars.
Yeah, I agree. Which is weird because they can't make a Star Trek movie yet that will make $1 billion.
I know, it's a bummer. Yeah.
So yes, I watched all of Next Generation, all of Deep Space Nine, which was kind of my real introduction into well, no, that wasn't my real introduction to Star Trek. I'll get to that in a second because it fits in here. But I love Deep Space Nine. A lot of Trekkies don't like that either.
Which is a bummer. Because it's really good.
Yeah, they don't like the introduction of Section 37 or 57, whatever they are, the kind of Black Ops stuff, which I love.
Which is so cool.
Yes.
Why wouldn't they have that?
Yeah.
You got to keep the peace sometimes through violence.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Someone's got to get their hands dirty to keep the peace.
So this Picard trailer drops, and it's a solo Picard show, but it looks like it's going to have a new Star Trek crew.
Right, yeah.
And, they're kind of talking about his accomplishments, this and that, and that he was an admiral and that he's retired.
Yes.
But it's about him getting kind of behind, getting back in the captain's chair.
Yes.
And looks like he has some old business, some unfinished business to deal with.
How Picard got his groove back.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I want to see Jean-Luc Picard getting down again. Okay?
With Tate Diggs?
Yeah, with Tate Diggs on that beach planet. What did you think of the trailer?
I typically, trailers always ruin things for me.
Yeah.
This is one where I felt like it gave me everything and nothing at the same time.
It was like a Marvel trailer.
Yeah, basically.
It was like a Marvel trailer.
Yeah. Like it got me hooked, and then I'm like, okay, I want to know what's going on here. Because it's so ambiguous and subtle, and you're like, okay, who is this woman? Why is Data back?
Yes. Why is Data back? For those that don't know, in Star Trek Nemesis, the last Next Generation film, Data sacrifices himself to save Picard. And he mentions that in the trailer.
Yep.
And then we see Picard in the trailer, and he's got, like, the pieces of Data. And he's trying to, like, I guess put him back together. I feel like it wouldn't be hard.
Right.
But whatever. It's... My introduction into the Star Trek universe was Star Trek First Contact.
Wow.
That was the first really Star Trek thing that I remember seeing, and I didn't feel lost. I did not feel like I had a couple questions for the I can't even remember who I watched it with, just to like fill in some of the gaps about him being Locutus and being captured. But that was my baptism. I was like, I have to watch Star Trek because of this.
Yeah.
And
what a way to get into it too.
Yes. And in the trailer we see a Borg cube.
Yeah.
We see a flippin' Borg cube, and we see Jerry Ryan as 7 of 9.
Yep.
Star Trek Voyager, baby, which I actually haven't seen all of those. I've seen most of them, but I haven't seen all of them. I'm a huge Borg fan because of First Contact.
Yes.
That may warrant a rewatch and review discussion because that movie is amazing.
It's gonna be my favorite Star Trek movie.
It's easily my favorite Star Trek movie, and I watch it every year, several times a year. I might watch it tonight.
Nice, man.
I love First Contact.
Oh yeah.
So they're hitting home. We see pieces of Data. We see Borg.
Yep.
You know, for me, for my money, give me Borg over Khan.
Oh yeah.
Any day
all
of
the
week.
time, man.
I have to watch Borg stuff every time. The Enterprise episode that has the Borg.
Man.
It's so good. It's so good.
Ugh.
But yeah, it looks like if you are a Next Generation buff, this is going to be a movie for you.
Oh, for sure.
It's a show.
I have to get another streaming service just for this, man.
Yeah, CBS All Access. I want to watch Discovery, guys, but I'm trying to stick to my guns and not get another streaming service.
But it's Picard.
I don't want to wait until they do push it on Blu-ray. Because you can go get Discovery now for $20.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And I was going to do that, but...
Man, we got to keep up on this one.
If you're going to give me 10 to 13 episodes of Jean-Luc Picard, the man's almost 80 years old.
Still...
How can that guy do anything?
Right. And he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And what's so cool about this trailer is you almost get a Logan-esque vibe from it.
Yes.
Like it's Picard trying to live off the land.
This is Old Man Picard.
Yeah, Old Man Picard, dude. He's essentially a farmer, it looks like. He's got a winery. Winery. Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, because there was a teaser that came out a few months ago that I don't think we talked about. And you just saw his hands, and you saw, like, Picard Vineyards or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and, like, that was, like, oh, they're making a Picard thing.
Oh, man.
So then they debuted the trailer at the Comic-Cons.
I mean, that is just awesome. I mean, that's just so in Picard's character to be a vintner, basically. Yeah. I mean, that's something that takes patience and... integrity, basically. Yeah. It's in his character.
Sure.
But again, it's we get the arrival of some woman, some young woman. You don't know her background, but there's something going on.
She says to Jean-Luc Picard, "I don't know why, but everything in my body is telling me I'm safe with you." Mm. And obviously, people are coming for her. But when she says that, a scene or two later, we see the Borg cube. I'm curious if she's the queen. Like some backup queen.
Oh yeah, why wouldn't the Borg have a safe
server?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like a little SD card somewhere else.
Exactly.
That has the queen on there because technically, Picard closed the loop.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
So yes, there might be some Borg out there, but you're telling me the most advanced super zombie space zombie thing doesn't have a backup hard drive.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what I think it might be, like very Terminator-esque, like, oh, we've got living flesh where they're still more they're more cybernetic. Yeah. But like we need to blend in better.
For sure.
Because these people run when we show up because we look like crazy
cyborg zombies.
Yeah. Which I didn't get. I think I might have figured it out on this show, or I can't remember, but I never realized that the Borg are space zombies. And I love zombie stuff.
Yeah, you do.
It's like literally
subconsciously you loved it.
It was this year. Yes. It was this year, or like in the last year, that I was like, oh, the Borg are zombies in space. That's why I like it so much. Like, I did, like, literally, I was 34, 35 years old before I figured that out. Dude, I got kids, man. I can't go to sleep not have knowing that. Jesus, I pay bills, okay?
Oh, no. But, again, I don't know, man. I'm excited to see, because, at the end we get Data back.
Yes.
He's assembled.
I don't think it's Data.
Who do you think it is?
I think it's if you didn't watch Nemesis,
a long time ago. I'm gonna have to rewatch
Nemesis. It. So remember they had that like another.
Oh, is that other Data?
Yeah, like the other. Yeah. It was like Beta or something like
Beta,
that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the character's name, but he had he had done like a mental like download because at the end of the movie, like he's like he's very like. But why?
Oh,
why are we? Yeah.
Okay, so he's like an iPhone 5.
Yes.
Basically. Okay.
And then Data like imprints himself on to like try to open the neural pathways or something. Okay. So like at the end, he's like, Picard's telling him, hey, I just wanted to know you what kind of man he was. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, can I go now? And then he's like, yeah. And he starts whistling a song that Data used to whistle.
Ah, that's right.
So like, and you see this kind of like smirk of hope on Picard's face.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's kind of where we left off. So it would be interesting if he still has that guy.
That would make total sense.
And then so in the trailer, they're playing chess, and he says, I don't want to play the game anymore, or I want to keep the game going, or something.
Right.
So I wonder if maybe he's trained him to be kind of Data.
Sure.
But he only has certain things that he knows.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
And then, you know, he's his own being, too.
Yeah.
He's going to develop his own, you know, thoughts in his own process, basically. Yeah. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if we actually get the real Data.
Yeah. I think we will.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Brent Spiner's whole thing, he directed that last Nemesis. And his whole thing was like, you know, I wanted to kill the character because, you know, he's a robot that's not supposed to get aged. Yeah. He's like, and I'm beginning to age.
Exactly.
But now, especially what we see the MCU doing, de-aging people.
It's going to be great.
Let's do it. Let's
I think that's what like lit him up, because I can do this again.
But I think Jonathan Frakes is supposed to be in it.
Good.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
I bet you they get back everybody.
Oh, Will Wheaton.
Good old Will Wheaton. Yeah, Will Wheaton's like a thing.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand
it. Kind of in that Nerdist realm, you know? Like, hey, good for him.
I said his name at Comic-Con, and I felt like I said Beetlejuice, because everyone started talking about
who's got Will Wheaton?
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, man, he served me a pizza once. Like, Jesus, it's Will Wheaton. Calm down. Jesus. I mean, I got no hate for the guy. I don't know. It's just weird that I don't know. I guess I'm hating on him. I guess I don't mean it. I like you, bro. I like you.
I
didn't care for the character, to be honest.
I didn't. But
Child's Play 3, where you get your tendon cut, it was
pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I can dig it.
Cool. You're just gonna get CBS All Access?
I'm gonna have to, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to as well. Yeah. We'll split it. We'll share it.
Let's do it. I think we can. Try to not. I mean, does CBS do weekly, or do they just do Netflix it?
I think it's weekly.
Dang it!
Yeah, I think it's weekly.
Well, I think it's going to be a weekly thing for us then, man.
That would be cool.
I'm
then
cool
we can have a segment about it, because we are Picard Borg generation fans.
Yeah. I think that the Next Generation Star Trek is definitely. I'm not trying to sound redundant, but it's our generation's Star Trek.
Yes,
that was for us, you know.
But I like Deep Space Nine better.
Oh, you do?
Yes. I like the Borg stuff. The Borg stuff is still better than anything in Deep Space Nine, but I loved all the stuff of the Dominion. I loved all of that stuff.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
And that was really like...
you got a good argument.
And I got to start that series pretty much, like, I got into it in season 2.
Right.
Whereas Next Generation, I got into that after
I'm sure you were...
Contact. You know, after I was... So I was, catching up.
It was already in syndication at that point.
Basically. Like, there weren't new episodes into it. So...
and I have a weird perspective on Star Trek. My dad, I mean, if you listen to the show, you're probably gleaning that he's a huge nerd.
Yeah.
In the nicest way possible. Yeah. He was obsessed with Star Trek, of course. And
sci-fi, good sci-fi.
Oh yeah, and it's great. And one of my earliest memories is watching Wrath of Khan with him. So I grew up watching all the old Star Trek.
Yeah.
Then I went into Next Generation, and then with you, I would watch Deep Space Nine once in a while. You know what I mean? So. I got a pretty good track record of the show. I am not a fan of the early Star Trek, the first just Star Trek.
I like some of it.
Some of it, it's got some cool ideas, but Next Generation just blows it out of the water. Picard is... all their characters are compelling.
Yes.
Everyone has got a cool story to tell. As the original Star Trek cast, Spock is cool.
Yeah.
He's a one-note pony. It's a cool note, though.
Yeah.
Shatner... it's just glorious because he overacts.
Oh my god, so much.
But aside from O'Hara, who are the other characters? I only know those three. I guess Sulu?
Yeah, Sulu and Chekhov and...
fair enough. Bones.
Yeah, man.
So maybe, I guess the J.J. Abrams revitalized those guys.
He definitely revitalized
because, if I didn't see those movies, I would have forgot all about them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I went back, and I enjoy a lot of the original Star Trek, but Space Seed is still... one of the best. That's the precursor to Wrath of Khan.
Oh, yeah,
Have you never seen Space Seed?
Oh, no, I have. Yeah,
okay.
No, I have. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's an excellent episode, and very different than Wrath of Khan, but at least it was cool.
Yeah.
This Wrath of Khan was like really cool. The Ricardo Montalban, the man with the golden gun himself, bro. Jeez, James Bond and Khan, What do you do? What do
Oh
you do?
man, too many connections here. I mean,
are you gonna watch Discovery then, since you're gonna get CBS All Access?
I might as well, dude. Yeah, I mean, I've heard it's pretty good.
I've heard
everything bad about it. I'll put it that way.
I've heard good things about it, but it's just like weird because it's supposed to be like before Enterprise,
right?
So
that's the Scott Bakula one.
Yeah,
right?
which is
okay,
excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Scott Bakula one, and then, but like the stuff looks way more advanced.
Well, it's got that Star Wars syndrome where the prequels look way more advanced than the 70s versions.
Yeah,
and those ones are supposed to take place way after, but it's just what it is, man.
Yeah,
you got to suspend your disbelief for a little bit.
It just sucks because like even though the Deep Space, or not Deep Space Nine, like Insurrection and Nemesis, even though they're after Next Generation ends, like the technology didn't seem like it had, like, I don't know, like the machinery didn't like vary some wild amount,
Right.
It's like, oh, this is Star Trek, like this is what I know it
exactly.
to be.
Yeah.
But it looked like cooler, like, oh, like they're gonna obviously get updates as they
Yeah.
go.
I mean, the budget's gonna be a little bit better too.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be able to stylize it a little bit better.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think for me the movies, for the Next Generation crew were just, including Generations.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Generations is the first one.
It's really good. I think they all hold up really well. I mean, people like to bag on Nemesis, which I don't understand why.
Yeah, I don't get it either because it's good. It's
really good.
Yeah, I mean, is it great? No, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Great Picard stuff. The first time I saw, who was his clone? Played Bane. Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy was was the clone of.
Oh my god!
That's the first time I ever saw Tom Hardy. He was the clone of Picard.
Oh man, I forgot, dude.
Yeah, you need to watch Nemesis. It's still good. It's still good.
I remember loving it too.
Yeah.
People bagging. I'm like, why did you hate that? Yeah. Like that was good. That's what you want.
That was the only Next Generation film that came out while I worked at the theater.
That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was it's awesome. I have the poster.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
Like that. Yeah, I thought that was so cool.
But as far as all the movies is
First Contact.
End
all be all.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too. And then my second favorite one is what was the new con? Star Trek 2.
Oh yeah.
What was Into Darkness. Yeah, I loved Into Darkness.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Good spin on the end. You know.
But first Contact just blows that out of the water.
I don't know what is so good about it. I don't know if it's the pacing is so awesome, the acting.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone is amazing in that movie.
On another level.
And
the story's compelling.
Yeah, it really is.
Interesting about like who you are versus who you're supposed to be.
Right.
And how those two men meet.
Exactly.
And it's just like, and that's just like a little bit of it.
For sure.
I
mean, it's crazy because we're getting this story about, some of it takes place on Earth back in the past. Then we're getting this crazy robot zombie fight in space in the future. It's blowing my mind.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie,
man. And the effects still look really good.
You know why? Because it's practical.
So much practical, yeah.
I'm telling you, if you're listening, kids, I'm telling you, CGI does not hold up, will not hold up. It'll eventually look dated. Practical. It will look a little funny, but it'll always look good.
Yeah.
Because it's real. I mean, my favorite scene in First Contact is Worf getting down with that knife, man.
Oh, dude, yeah. Worf fighting the... it was cool to see Worf and Data, just be a little bit too much for the Borg.
Exactly.
And Data's the unsung hero of that, and it's just a great movie. If you've not watched, I recommend it to Cam, who I don't think he watched a single Next Generation movie. His Star Trek is these new movies.
Okay.
And I was like, just watch that. I was like, if you're confused, I'll help you. I'll fill you in.
For sure.
And he's like, dude, that movie was awesome.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know anything about the rest of it.
And again, remember, you watched it without knowing anything.
Yes.
And you don't really need to. It just drops you in. And I feel like it's almost an origin story.
Yeah.
It is, right?
Yeah.
It gives you the start of Starfleet, basically.
Yep.
So, I mean, you wouldn't be too lost.
No.
I mean, you wouldn't really know who the Romulans were.
Yeah.
But then, what's cool? You're kind of experiencing it how those people are experiencing it.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know who these Romulans are.
Yeah. I think they were Vulcans, actually.
Are they Vulcans?
Yeah.
Okay, they're Vulcans.
Yeah, the Vulcans make First Contact. Yeah.
Oh, that was the Romulans. What are the differences?
I think that's like the same type of thing. Like, you guys aren't much different.
So it's like bok choy and cabbage?
Yeah, yes,
okay,
yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, same genus. Same genus, all right? Yeah, for you hardcore nerds, the Kryptonians and the Daxamites.
That went over my head. Okay, what is that?
Daxam is a planet is a sister planet to Krypton and survives. And they're like cousins. So literally every Daxamite, if they came to Earth, would be Superman level threats. But they're xenophobes.
Oh.
So they don't leave their planet.
Gotcha.
And then anybody that comes to visit, they shoo them away. Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah, there's a great Daxamite Sodom yacht. Supposed to be greatest of all the Green Lanterns. We're going somewhere else. I'm not gonna do it to you, kids.
Sorry, I'm like, wait, tell me more.
Yeah. But just know that there is a Green Lantern who is also a Superman level being and the greatest Green Lantern, or at least one of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's just relegated to his planet.
Yeah. But
what do?
He left. That's why he was chosen, because he could overcome great fear.
Yeah, I love it.
Green Lantern, Star Trek. There was a crossover. It was insane. Was there? Yes. Yeah. Several. I think there was 3 DC events where it was Green Lantern and Star Trek. Yeah. And
I can get down with that.
Yeah, it was very interesting because obviously where does Sinestro go? Klingons, baby. But to answer your question, Romulus and Remus are two sister planets, and the Romulans are kind of the snooty, turn your nose up, and then the Remans actually were slaves to Romulus at one point.
Okay.
And that's actually a big part of what Nemesis is about.
That's
trying to facilitate that treaty between the Romulans and the Remans. I am going to
rewatch that tonight.
I think you're going to have to.
I'm going to dig it out.
You're going to have to.
We're getting back to the trailer. What's your favorite scene?
Oh my! When Jerry Ryan shows up as flippin' 7 of 9, that was awesome. I think there's one better, but that really did it for me.
Engaged.
Oh God! Like I saw
hair stood up.
I saw your whole, now. I saw your whole body change. I was watching you with that. Yes, because it did it to me the first time.
We should have got a reaction when you're watching that. Really? Was that like?
Oh yeah, dude, your body changed.
Oh yeah. See how powerful that character is?
Yes. I mean, Jean-Luc Picard, and I mean, who doesn't want more Patrick Stewart?
Right.
And let's not pretend that they really did the best send-off to his character in the show.
Oh, you're right.
That weird, all the Picards, going to destroy the universe or save it, whatever. And, it was terrible. It was a cool idea.
It was.
Of, having the different Picards from different timelines, but it was so strange. It was so strange.
Yeah.
Because I still didn't get everything I needed from Q.
Yeah, right.
From those beings.
Yeah.
I need more on that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, if Q shows up in Picard, oh my gosh.
I could see Q being on the last episode.
Yeah.
That's gonna lead into that's gonna be I gotta come back for season 2.
That's how you do it.
That's how you hook them.
You better listen. CBS, my man's spitting some knowledge here. You're gonna get everybody. Your whole season could be an entire run of Jean-Luc Picard realizing he's been a woman the whole time.
Woo!
And is going through futuristic transgender surgery. If your whole season is that, except you have Q show up in the last scene,
and then
I will watch season 2.
Keep going.
I will watch season 2.
Soldier on.
Yeah. I don't know where that came from, guys. It just started coming out of me. I might have some issues that I need to work through. But guys, that is our show for today. Picard, Jean-Luc, you have a special place in our hearts. You deserve your own episode.
Yes.
What did you learn today, my friend?
I need to watch
Discovery?
No, the movie.
Oh, Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
See, I need to watch Nemesis.
You must have had some bad experience in there. Break up with a girlfriend or
some guy with a trench coat.
Oh God.
Hole in the popcorn bucket.
It was you. It was you. You did that to yourself.
Oh, that's right.
I learned that I need to spread the gospel of Star Trek a little bit more because these new Trekkies aren't like the old Trekkies, and I feel like the old Trekkies are dying. They're getting old.
Well, and high cholesterol do that.
High cholesterol.
Loneliness.
How crazy would it be? I bet you they get, if this is good, they get a influx of subscriptions, and then people checking out First Contact and all of that stuff.
Yeah, the next generation stuff.
All the next generation stuff.
Totally,
I bet you. Because I think this feels like something you could, just as First Contact was for me, you might be able to pick this up and they give you good enough backstory.
Yeah, totally.
That's how good the trailer looked, guys.
For sure. Check out the trailer. Just watch the trailer.
If you like what we're doing, hit that subscribe button. Give us a like. Leave us a comment. We are at REC Comics on Instagram. Send us a DM. Sometimes we sell stuff, boys and girls. Mm-hmm. Sometimes. When Daddy needs to go on a trip. Hi, guys. I want to thank you so much for listening. I have been your host, Roman Chavez.
Still Erik Icarus.
And we will catch you next time.